Testing, testing. Okay, hey guys, it is Megan up at Camp Sunshine, and today I have Barbara with me. Barbara, why don't you tell me, who are you? Why are you here?
Why am I here? Well, my partner and I were kindly invited by Megan and her husband to come up, and we have been
down.
Oh, down.
Yeah, she's from
down.
Canada, so she's
Down,
another
way
international
down, way
visitor.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
way
that's
down.
Way down. To come and rest. It's 9 days. 9 days in. Holy
Really?
cow.
You've been here 9 days?
Yeah, 9 days.
That does not seem like
That's
it.
why I'm so chill.
I
See,
know.
everyone,
Well, we'll jump right into it. Let's talk about this first. So,
my aura ring.
So I knew about these, but I had never seen one.
Yes.
It has a little look. When you do that, it goes flashy.
Yeah, there.
And it is a device that tracks.
It tracks all sorts of things.
Okay.
So it tracks, the biggest one is it tracks stress. And it lets you know when you've gone into stress in the day and that's my dog in the background if you heard that, Buddy, because he hardly leaves my side.
Not Spanky. Spanky has nothing to say.
Buddy is my little healer. So it tracks when you're in a restorative mode, which is the best when you're down low. Well, I guess the best. It's important to be in restorative mode for a certain amount of time in the day. Then when you're engaged, because we need to have some energy when we're doing things. But then it tells you when you've gone into stress level, which you really don't want. When you've gone too far.
And
right?
What is it tracking? Your heart rate?
Oh, and it also tracks your heart rate. It tracks your sleep. It tracks your activities, your walking.
But how
whatever.
is it sensing what level you're at in your stress? Is it?
Oh, I think it must be the heart rate. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's sensors. This is the Oura Ring Generation 4, I think.
Okay.
And or 3? No, 3. I think it's into 4 now. But it has sensors on the back here inside that monitors that. So
it's similar to what the iPhone watch
only
can do or
and I didn't want to bother with the watch, so I got this ring. And
Barbara doesn't like to bother. No bother.
So so I purchased this finally on December 16th of last year.
2024.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So because I wanted to see how I was doing, because I retired January 3rd, and I still was I was stressed in December, which wasn't a surprise. Stressed quite a bit. Even 7 hours of stress some days, which is crazy.
Not working.
Working, and then even when I went into not working.
Right. What I'm saying is, after you retired,
I still had
7 hours.
I still had days of 7 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, and then every day I would go into stress, no matter what I did, even if I was sitting at home reading, just walking the dogs, thinking I'm chilled, I'm retired, but I'd still be thinking, this, I need to paint this needs to be done, the bills, whatever.
Yep.
And then finally coming up here, I looked at my phone at the end of the day and I thought, what? No stress? And actually it was, I think, 2.5 hours in restored mode, which is crazy, but no stress. So the first time since December 16th
So
that I had no stress.
I know. And that's what I keep saying about this place. This is actually what you see behind us, not you, is a picture of Camp Sunshine and the pond, as we call it. But I don't have that live right now because it's really sunny and we couldn't get the computer set up. But it is a very relaxing place.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's crazy relaxing because we've come from rural area where we have 3 acres.
And
I thought it was relaxing. The screen just went.
I don't think
that
it matters.
So, okay. So, and I thought it was super relaxing until you come here. And the added feature of this pond here, and there's a little fountain, waterfall. So, and it's just beautiful, and you don't hear anything.
Yeah, we're kind of tucked back, and it's a magical spot.
It is magical.
And so I was excited. Barbara is not what I would call a camper, which is somebody who is a patient who is coming to learn from me and from Sean and about cannabis or healing or anything. She's just the friend of a dude that I met on the internet web, who's into weed, is really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And they had come here 2 years ago?
Yes, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Very, very briefly. You spent one night, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. I think it was one night. Maybe
Only
you
one
slept
night, 2
outside.
nights? Oh,
I don't think
2
you
ni-
came in the house.
it was 2 nights, I think. But
Was it?
anyway,
Yeah, I'm not. We're
Yeah,
not really
anyway, I
sure.
can't-
She came,
yeah.
but it was a whirlwind. They were going somewhere else. Um, but they came back this time, as she said, now for 9 days. And one of the things that I've loved about having Barbara here is, although she isn't a camper per se, she seems to be open to conversations about what I have done, and also is looking to do things for her own self. And so it kind of gives me the revelation that this isn't only for people that are labeled as sick. Hi, Neil.
That's my guy. Yeah.
I don't mind at all. Okay, so anyway,
Yeah.
I was saying, for me, it was a revelation. I have always thought, oh, the people I can help are the people that are sick. But I think what I'm realizing is, even if you don't know you're sick,
Yeah.
or even if you aren't sick, there are things that will go wrong or that you need to fix. And so the whole concept of, I really don't know if that matters or not. I don't know why it keeps doing that. The whole concept of, again, having somebody here who's open to the idea of what I'm doing and then wanting to apply it to your own life is kind of cool for me.
Oh, yeah. So, like Megan said, there wasn't anything in particular that I'm struggling with health-wise, except, of course, there's always stuff. I'll
things.
just say it. Well, I'll just say it.
It's your thing.
I will say it. The dreaded cellulite. So, cellulite. God.
See, I think you just got a whole audience tuned in now, because I think there's a lot of people who have issues.
Oh, cellulite on my legs. And I was commenting on Megan's incredible legs, and I said, how is it possible that you don't have cellulite and you have these kick-ass legs? And she said, oh, okay, by the way, you can do this and this and this.
Yeah, so I knew some of the things instinctually. I've never had cellulite directly that was what I was attacking. I have just always respected the fact that I have good skin and good legs, and so I have consistently done different things. I don't know if that would make a difference if I didn't do them, whether or not I would have cellulite. I don't have stretch marks, and I've had 3 children. I mean, I was enormous with so I might just have really forgiving skin.
Yeah.
But I did immediately think that beef tallow could be beneficial, because I had heard that people use it in placement of Botox, even, because it kind of puffs up your skin. And so, and beef tallow imitates our skin's consistency closer than just about anything else. So I popped inside and I did a bunch of research, and I've given Barbara this whole protocol that I want her to follow. And she's going to do it for a year and come back and tell me whether or not her cellulite. So all of you who have cellulite, just be on hold. We may have found a solution.
Yes, that's right. So I'll keep you updated. And I have to apologize for my healer.
It's usually Spanky. It's usually Spanky whining. That's
Oh,
when we
is
do
that
our
what
videos.
happens?
Yeah, yeah.
Buddy, come over here. Sit here. You're okay. Come here. And then you can stop.
He's like, or
Anyway,
not.
He wants his, I have to spell it out. If I say it, he goes nuts. His BALL is what he wants.
Oh, there he is. I don't know if
Yeah.
you got into the video.
Oh,
Hi.
no.
You're not high enough up.
He's a cute boy, though. He probably
very
will
sweet
jump
boy.
on my lap at some point.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, definitely I will keep you posted on that, because
Yeah.
that would be great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and entering into retirement is entering into a whole different phase of your life. I mean, because all of a sudden, for the first time, you don't have to get up and go to work and curb your life around, somebody else's activities and the demands of something else.
Yeah, it's luxury. I have to say it's luxurious. If you can, retire.
And I keep saying, I am the worst to talk about this, because we all know I haven't worked since 2015, so I am far away from needing a retirement. I want to work personally. Now I totally squirreled because I'm watching what they're doing, which is what I always do.
But you're young still. So I retired. I just retired at 60. So I did a little bit of an early retirement, but
Yep.
it would have,
Yeah, what I was going to say is retire when you can, because you get there and oftentimes life does you dirty and you end up dead and you don't get to, you know that from personal
two
experience.
friends who waited till they were retirement age and they passed within, well, one didn't, it was a week, I think, before she was meant to retire, and another a few months after she retired, they passed away. So, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, so many people say, "Oh, in retirement, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have a great retirement." But either, and I know it's people have to work because of the money. But if you can figure out a way to do your budget or change your lifestyle to minimize your output so that you can take advantage of retirement, I highly recommend it because I think far too many people work far too hard, and that is just destroying their health.
Oh, it's so true. You know, I read a book, and of course, I don't remember the title of it, about 20 years ago now, where the fellow was talking about how many hours you need to, or sorry, when you purchase, say you go out and purchase a cappuccino or a muffin each day, or you go out for lunch,
Yeah.
and how much money you spend doing that, and how much you have to work to cover that. So if you just change some of your lifestyle habits, you could actually reduce even to part-time work.
Yeah.
And it was true at that time. I did actually factor in that.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I could be working part-time,
Which is
although,
what Sean does.
there you go.
Yeah. So when we, again, I really hope this is, oh, now it's, it seems to be still going. When we moved up here, he was still working full time. But the goal was to sell the second house, pay this off so that he could work only 3 days. As you know from being here, it's still crazy hours.
Yeah.
Because of the commute. But it's still only 3 days, and he has 4 days a week to recover and be here and be really relaxed, because as Barbara said, it's a really relaxed place. All right, now I'm going to totally jump over to another conversation because I want to go back to that discussion about the hour of birth thing that we were talking about, when you're born and stuff.
Oh, okay, but there, I would have needed to read the
Oh, no,
the
I
note.
just want to know about it. No, I don't, I like just in general what it is.
Yes.
Oh, we might have to come back to this.
We might have to come back to this.
Okay. It's something about the
Gene Keys. It's by Richard
Okay.
Rudd.
Okay.
And it's Gene Keys. But I've just started. I have a membership to Gaia TV, which is amazing, and they're just offering a series. It's two parts into the series where he's talking about his Gene Keys. But you can go to genekeys.com and enter. You need to enter your name, birth date, time of birth is important, and it'll just let you know in terms of life path, meaning. Again, that's where I'd have to look look at the notes to remember exactly. So I just started to get into that, but wow, it was just already, it's so bang on. So if you're curious, his stuff is super
And I've
cool.
never heard of any of this. I I don't know much about most things that most people would consider woo-woo, because I thought they were woo-woo for a very long time, and now I'm kind of coming around to maybe there is some truth to some of these things that people have been claiming.
And you know what I heard the other day, which I thought was great? So instead of woo-woo, we're moving into true.
Oh, okay. Or how about
That's
woohoo? Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yeah. No, I mean, I never liked that it was woo-woo, and I was not ever really anti-natural things. I just never thought that was the strongest way to go. I always assumed that.
Knocked over your.
That's all right. Smoothie down, smoothie. Oh my God! Don't drink it, dog. You'll get high. Okay. Now that's another squirrel. This is so good. I'm so good at this. So I think where I want to go with this, there it's coming back, is I would love to hear from you a recommendation about Camp Sunshine. Now, I would love to hear from you feedback. I am always trying to explain to people what this place is like and what we are about. And it is very hard for me to put that.
Well, yeah, and even just very first impression is coming across the border. We haven't been down here in 2 years, and of course there's a lot of upheaval. We don't need to get into any politics. No, I mean, it doesn't matter whatever anyone believes. It's their belief.
It's
not
crazy.
But there's no questioning. There's some divisiveness going on, and discordance, right? So again, moving into the true realm, not woo-woo, true realm, just picking up on energy of the place. Really coming across the border, it was very strange just to feel the discordance here, and then as soon as you come into Camp Sunshine, it's like, oh my God, it's like its own little microcosm in the middle of everything, or micro.
Sean calls it his little slice of heaven.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Paradise. I just could sit here and say it's paradise. So the chance to come and unwind and just be in a different really in a grounded, calming, soothing environment where you can truly let everything go. So it's like, I think it's so important. I was also in my career a counselor, so always giving people recommendations about ways to help with their anxiety or depression, and an important piece is unplugging and coming and recalibrating, resetting, re-energizing, and going back out there. It doesn't mean that your stress is going to go away from the rest of your life, but you really need your body to have a chance to have a break. And I know that's kind of obvious stuff, but how do you do it?
Yeah.
Right? So it's really rare. Like I said, I thought in retirement, walking,
you were just
going
to
to
do
live in
it.
nature, and I was doing all this stuff. So to see that it took to come here to really unplug, I guess, from everything, to let my body truly go into a restorative place. And Buddy, enough. That's Buddy. Come on, choo-choo. Enough. You have to wait.
Restorative state.
Restorative state. Should I put Buddy inside? No, we're not worried about him in the background.
No. This is a raw. This is what life is like. We don't go for perfection ever.
Well, do you want to come say hi, Buddy? At least come here.
Let everybody see you.
Or is it? Come here, Buddy. Come here. Come here,
my leg.
Buddy. Buddy.
You're still not in the screen.
Buddy, come here. No, he's not.
No.
We'll move it back up.
All right, Buddy.
Yeah. So.
Restorative place.
Yeah. Restorative
place.
So,
and go ahead.
Yeah. So sorry, you're totally cut you off. But just not only that, but being around Megan and Sean, it's incredible to have hosts that are so welcoming, so easygoing, and just allowing you to be at your own pace and tempo here.
Yeah.
And
there's no expectations.
There's no expectations.
Yeah.
Because I know I've been places where I feel like, oh, I need to be a certain way or do certain things in order to
or there's activities. You know, we like to take people, like we took you to the river, and we like to do that, but we also want people to know that this isn't a scheduled out, like the whole goal for me when people come, as I said, I love entertaining. I love being the hostess with the mostest. But I also have a lot of things that I have to do to maintain my health and wellness. And so I love the fact that this property is entertainment in itself. I can just leave you downstairs. You have access to the whole back, 420. You can get in the freaking canoe if you want. I mean, you could do whatever you want. And I don't have to, because by leaving you, I'm allowing you to do what I wanted you to do, which was take advantage of this and learn how to relax. And if I was constantly saying, we're going here, we're going there, you would never have that time to enter your restorative state. It's the whole idea. I mean, everyone else that has come here has, commented that they have slept longer and better than they ever have, and that they just feel more relaxed. And as I said, I think it is because there are absolutely no expectations here. It's just a kind of, and it's why it has allowed me to heal. I mean, this has been such an invaluable tool for me, because if I was still down in the city and walking where there were people, I mean, I don't really do people very well these days. And so this was, but you talk about, you had your ring on and you had bought it in December, and it was such a long time. We're not even to another December, so it wasn't 1 year. And what you described, like if I had that on, I'm not interested at all anymore in putting it on, because I know where I'm at now. Like I reached a level of chillness this summer that I have not had in, I don't know, since I was like a young child. And I realized that I read about my central nervous system, and I read about fight or flight, and I read about my vagus nerve, and I did all of the things, and I never really felt it, and then all of a sudden this summer, and I do credit my acupuncturist partly for this, because there was a correlation. And even my first time, I texted her right afterwards, and I was like, I have this eerie sense of calm that I don't recognize. And she said, welcome back to yourself. And I was like, And then, it went away. And then throughout the summer, it would come back. And all of a sudden, I was washing dishes one day, and I dropped a glass. And I waited for the chaos that happens when anything happens in my life, which is because of the MS, is so much more extreme. You know, it used to be just racing heart and pounding, you know, in my head. But because of the MS, it would make my legs seize up and it would just start the whole wave of, and I realized it wasn't there. And, you know, Sean slammed the door, and again, just small little things that you don't even think. And I didn't realize were setting me into this hyper panic mode, and it's gone. And now Sean laughs at me because I swear I want to go to Goodwill and buy a whole bunch of plates and just randomly break them because I'm so excited that it doesn't happen. You know, every time something loud happens that should elicit it, I'm so used to it. I get so fucking excited. I'm like, it's not happening. But that's healing. I mean, it's like I kept doing these things and I didn't really know what it was for or what this was about, but it was like nothing else worked. And people say this works, and so I'm just going to keep on the path. Yeah. And holy shit, as I said, I mean, it was this moment of, I get it. I had to fucking click that off, and it took that long, and it took all these years of being here and sitting for days on end just in the quiet that it took you only one day. But I was so wired that I couldn't turn that switch. And it's been, as I said, it's absolutely amazing because I wake up every day and I would wake up with that panic. And I wake up every day and I immediately sense it's not there. And I am so grateful. It's a weird place to be in because I don't, you know, I know this is healing and I know other people have done this, but I'm so excited about it. And I just want to tell everybody, I'm like, no, you don't understand. Watch, I'll break this glass and I won't care. But it makes managing life so much easier. Like when something bad happens, you know, to the outside world, I always looked like I handled it fairly well and calmly, but internally it was chaos. But then, as I said, with the disease, and the disease probably came from this, but with the disease, it elicited so many more symptoms and it would just be overwhelming. And so throughout my day, small stupid things, you know, like the slamming of a car door would just set me in this rage of, and my body would never recover from it.
But it's so interesting to hear you say that to the outside world. It seemed like you're functioning, right?
Right.
These masks that we're forced to wear.
Yeah.
And some of us have like really uber masks to manage what's going on.
Oh.
And others have little. And it's just, again, it's so nice here that
you're maskless.
Yeah,
we're 100% maskless.
It should be camp maskless.
No.
Yeah, but that's something that's, we don't really talk about what we do when we're around other people and this persona that we have, and
you become different people.
Yeah.
Even, you know, you with Neil and me with Sean. I am a different person when he is in my presence, and it's very much I'm a better person. I mean, I lighten up when he's with me. But that's the same with. I mean, there can be other people that don't have, you know, that positive and if you know. Influence on me, and so when I spend time with them, as you said, you are putting on a mask, you are trying to get through, and I don't do that often, and that's why people don't like me. And I'm okay with that now. I mean, I'm actually really, I told you, I used to be hyper fixated on wanting everybody in the world to like me.
Exhausting.